afternoon. I'm Father Pat in the Villa de San Antonio, and this is welcome to our fantastic Fridays with Father Pat. Our story this week is a story of a sheep farmer and his favorite sheepdog, Caliban. Alphonse loved his sheep. He loved his work. He worked at a sheep farm out in Alberta, Western Canada. And he just loved it. But he loved especially his sheepdog, Caliban. Caliban was no ordinary sheepdog. He was a cross between a collie, a perfect sheepdog, and a wolf. He had all the faithfulness and beauty of the collie, but he was rough and gruff and whatnot like the wolf, such that sometimes he'd pick up a sheep and put it here or there, put it where it belonged. Alphonse would holler at him, "Caliban, you devil. You ever hurt one of these sheep, it'll be the end of you." But they lived on. Ultimately, Alphonse got married, and it took Emily some time to get to know and trust Caliban, but she did. Loved that dog as much as Alphonse loved it. And life went on till finally Emily was pregnant with Alphonse's child, and it was beautiful. They finally gave birth to a little baby, and it was just, well, they'd have the baby in their arms, playing with it as any parents would, and Google and whatnot. And Caliban would look at them and just growl, such that Alphonse would say to him, "Caliban, you devil, you ever touch this child, it'll be the end of you. Remember that, it'll be the end of you. You make us choose between you and the baby comes first." Well, as time went on, Emily came to trust Caliban again, and they loved that dog. And the baby loved the dog. The dog was the best babysitter that they could find. When they had to go out somewhere quickly, they'd leave the baby in the crib right next to Caliban. And Caliban would watch that baby faithfully. And that went on beautifully. And then one day, when they came home, Caliban was sitting by the baby's bedroom door with blood all over his jowls. And they just looked, couldn't believe their eyes. "Caliban, you devil," Alphonse screamed. "I warned you, if you ever touched our baby, it would be the end of you. Take this, take this, take this." He fired 3 times. And the dog, named Caliban, slumped to the floor. But as the noise of the gunshots stopped, Alphonse thought he heard a baby cry. "No, it can't be, it can't be. The dog, the blood, you killed the baby, you killed the baby, you killed the baby." But the baby cried again. He rushed, jumping over the dog's carcass into the bedroom. And there, the window was broken. Lying next to the window on the floor lay a dead timber wolf. The baby was in its cradle, unharmed. There's a white marble tombstone on Alphonse and Emily's sheep farm. And it reads, "Here lies a dog named Caliban. He died as he lived, misjudged by all." Powerful story. Caliban was faithful to the very end. He had protected the baby from the onslaught of the timber wolf and gave his life for that baby. How many there are in our lives that we misjudge. I was sure he was guilty. I was sure she had done it. I was sure this. I was sure that, yeah. And we're never sure. We've spoken the last couple of weeks on trust. And that's the big one, to trust in the goodness of those who come to help us. May Caliban always be remembered in your hearts for the gift. Because of this story, may you be less quick to jump and judge. May you be quicker to trust, believe,